outside of Cleveland on Friday night, we had another example of large-scale black mob violence. So I was listening to the chief give the details, and all the time he's talking, I'm saying, Chief, don't say it. Please, don't say it. I beg of you, do not say it. He said it. Hi, this is Colin Flaherty with White Girl Bleed a Lot. Here we talk about black mob violence, black on white crime, the knockout game, all kinds of racial violence without racism, without rancor, without apologies. So the chief, I knew he was going to say it. I didn't want him to say it. I didn't want this Cleveland area chief of police to look at the reporter and say, man, I've never really seen anything like that around Cleveland before. A bunch of black people having a large-scale episode of black mob violence at a movie theater. Well, he didn't exactly say that, but he came very, very close to saying that. So why don't we look at the episode of black mob violence in Cleveland? Why don't we look? Then we'll take a little magical mystery tour, a real short one around the country. Black mob violence at other movie theaters recently.
We continue to follow breaking news, and a live look right now at the movie theater in Valley View, where 10 different police departments on scene after a large fight. Police say no one has been arrested.
Well, we are right here with the chief of the Valley View Police Department. This is Chief Matthew March. There was a fight here inside the movie theater. You got to call around, what, 9:30?
About 9:30 this evening.
Okay, just tell us what happened from what you know.
Well, from what I was told, inside the theater there were about 200 to 300 juveniles in the center lobby area. They started having some fights in that area by the restaurant. Then the police inside security moved them outside. They locked the doors. About 300 juveniles were outside. They were quite upset. The managers came out, gave them refunds. Whoever had tickets, they gave them refunds. And then the kids came over into these restaurants over here and started different fights in different areas of the different restaurants.
And my understanding is you asked some of the restaurant folks to stay inside, correct?
We asked the restaurant folks to stay inside, and even some of the restaurants locked their doors so that more kids couldn't enter.
Okay. Ever seen anything like this before from what you've been doing?
Nothing down here, not at this scale.
Okay.
Couple of still shots from Cleveland parking lot. Lots of cops, lots of black people. I think they had like 10 different departments there. This is Bakersfield, California. Again, 2013.
Homie got dropped!
Notice all the kids with the skateboards.
I don't even know what's going on right now.
After a movie.
You got knocked the fuck out!
Hey, watch the language.
Oh, got slapped with the board!
Big skateboard shot coming up here.
Damn, ass beat!
Something about a movie theater. Boom.
To the head!
Comes a skateboard, smack. Okay. Now, this is a weird one. This happened last Christmas, 2013, in Jacksonville, Florida. For some reason, the local TV station took the audio down. Serves me not right for not capturing it at the time. 750 to 800 black people tried to bum rush a movie theater. It was one of the black movies out at the time, Django Unchained, The Butler, one of those. And they got kicked out of the movie theater. They were fighting, creating havoc, destroying property. Then all of a sudden they moved into the parking lot where you see some of this. But here's why I included this, because this guy, Terry Pulliam, he's kind of active in the National Association of Black Journalists. Here's some more stuff from Jacksonville. Terry looked into, this is one of my favorite audios, so I'm sorry we don't have it. Terry looks into the camera and goes, man, I don't know what this is. I've never seen or heard of anything like this before. When, of course, Jacksonville is a center of black mob violence. Remember, everybody knows the Walmart video, 300 black kids going to Walmart creating havoc. Well, let's move on out to Kansas City. At the Country Club Plaza at Kansas City, they have a movie theater there, a site of large-scale regular black mob violence. Here's a reporter talking about how all the kids black people created some nasty business after the movie theater. Let's go out to Chicago. The headline says it all. Brawl sparked by noisy patrons. Large-scale fight outside the Marcus Theater black people. Here's Schenectady, New York. And there's all sorts of crazy stuff going on in Schenectady. This example is a large group of black people were in a movie theater making lots of noise. Some dad with his twin daughters said, "Hey, keep it down." They beat the crap out of that guy right in front of his daughters. Schenectady, if you look at my website, look up Schenectady and White Girl Bleed a Lot, you'll see all kinds of stuff going on in Schenectady. And here, in this case, the local powers that be in the downtown, they got all upset that the newspaper actually reported that large groups of black people were beating up white people.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, here we go. My favorite video coming up of all time. One of my favorites. Let's go to Irondequoit, New York, Rochester. This is 500 black kids at a movie theater fighting.
Unfortunately, we see it. They have pent-up energy from being scared in the theater, and then they come out and they don't know what to do with that energy. But in this instance, fights started inside the theater, and that's where it began. And it's just not safe for everyone to be in there in the dark while fights are going on.
That was my favorite piece of video. Probably one of all time. Large-scale black mob violence at this movie theater outside of Rochester. And of course, after it happened, everybody wrote in and said, this happened in September 2013. Everybody wrote into the comment section and said, oh yeah, that's been happening here for a long time. But the kid, they were destroying property, fighting inside, destroying property, fighting outside, fighting with police outside. You know what they did? They called the bus company and had the bus company come pick up the kids. Nobody got arrested. But did you hear what the lieutenant for the police office, the lieutenant for the Irondequoit Police Department said? She said the violence was caused by a movie. All this pent up energy, they didn't know what to do with it, so they just got into a fight. Gosh darn them all. Guess the guy in Cleveland wasn't aware of this new sociological development that movies can inspire or cause episodes of large-scale violence. Well, now we know. This is Colin Flaherty with White Girl Bleed a Lot. Talk to you next time.